The name for our cabin, our surname is De Wolf, so it's called the Wolfpack Inn. My name's Tom. I am the very proud owner of this beautiful cabin, stroke man cave. The one thing it is not is a shed, which most people like to comment on how lovely my shed is. It's not, it's a cabin. I actually didn't mean to buy a cabin. We were going to get a swim spa, and then we worked out that actually the house didn't have enough electricity draw within it, so that got knocked on the head very quickly, and then we worked out actually how much it was going to cost to run. So I'd seen Arctic barbecue cabins advertised on some really cool social media posts, and I thought, well, actually, how much are these things, and is it reality? Is it possible? Is it something we'd actually use, and would it work for the whole family with the kids and the wife? And I found one local garden centre to us that had one of the small 10-metre squared barbecue huts on display. We popped along one afternoon, and I didn't even need to get out the car to understand that that was my decision made, and that's what I really, really wanted. We use the cabin almost every day at some point. It's the social room in the house. That's what we use it for. We typically, we've only had it for 10 months, and it was built in the winter, and we were in here every night just because it was so cozy and lovely, and we appreciated actually coming in here and talking as a family, not sat behind the TV for the night. We have lots and lots of friends coming over every single weekend and to use the free bar that we have, so it's very much more as a social element, and it's like a family holiday, because you do feel like you're taking a break from the rest of the world when you just come in here, you lock the doors, and you're enclosed in this little capsule, and that is really quite special for us. The personalisation takes a long time. Like when you move into a house, you get a good feel for it, and then you start working out what you actually want it to look like, what the theme is, what the colour should be. Starting with this end, with the barbecue end, fire basket in there, that makes a massive difference of building the fire, making sure it doesn't over smoke and the chimney works most effectively. We've done all of our cushions now, we've got the throws on top of them. We have wired in a speaker system within there as well, which it sounds incredible with the way the acoustics work due to the insulation and the wood, so that is awesome to have. We've had electrics fully installed all round, very nicely hidden away along the rims underneath each one of the seats, and the plugs down low so that you shouldn't be able to see them from natural eyesight. Fitted out the bar area, so we went and bought a proper kind of pub style industrial dual fridge underneath. I haven't yet worked out how to fit in neatly a proper pump, which is next on my Christmas wish list for that as well. We also wrapped along a load of fairy lights through the middle, so that at the night when you want to dim down the lights a little bit more, and the fire then becomes the main point or main source of light, the fairy lights actually work really, really nice. We went and bought, quite cost effectively, 2 sofa beds, which they do fold out, and you can then have people actually staying over the night in here as well. Super comfy, but again, additional sofa space down the other end. We put the pool table in at the time as well. I also bought a little arcade system as well, a Pac-Man system, which that's pretty much our only electronic entertainment system within the cabin, and there's no TVs. We don't have Wi-Fi down here. This is the place where we come and you talk like you used to do. And for me, that's super important for the kids. They come and they're not hooked up to games consoles and their phones, etc. And then just over the winter periods when we're not in here and there's not a fire or a regular heat source going every day, we installed a really efficient electric modern storage heater system, which actually it keeps it overnight ticking away at about 20-21 degrees. During the day, keeps it maintained really economically at about 14 degrees, so nothing gets damp within the winter periods if you're not using it every single day. An unexpected benefit is we didn't appreciate just how much of a social impact this would have. So for my wife's 40th, we had everybody in here. We had a private caterer come in and do some really, really nice stuff on the barbecue for us all. We had my daughter's 9th birthday in here, and she had 15 equally as excited, loud 9-year-olds in here. And it was great because they could come in and not ruin the house. And then we had to do loads of clearing up. At the end of both of those nights, we literally just closed the door behind us and came back the next morning. The house was still in pristine condition from being cleaned the night before. So that for us was unexpected, that we didn't appreciate just how many social things we'd have in the cabin.